again. And here we have is James. So what's up, James?
What's up, YouTube?
And this brother right here, man, we go a lot, way back. And as you can see, he was playing the keyboard, and there's a reason why he plays the keyboard now. And I'll tell you a story. 2009, actually, I was the worship leader here in Yrs Vallejo for a number of years, for like 8 to 9 years. And I was playing the keyboards just like you were seeing him doing on the keyboard. And after those 8 or 9 years, I actually decided to go to the Philippines. I didn't know I was going to stay there. I did not know I was going to stay there. I told this guy I was going to be there 1 to 2 months. And all through those years of worship leading, built a worship team that was over here, and built our own style that was here in the Yrs Vallejo. And I just went away. After 2009. And James, how did you feel when I shared to you that I was gonna go to the Philippines? And he didn't know anything about the keyboard. I was still teaching him, probably like 1 or 2 months or something like that. And how did you feel like 4 or 5 days before I left? How did you feel that when I shared?
Well, to be honest with you, man, I felt nervous.
Yeah.
I was afraid. I felt like I wasn't ready, wasn't good enough. It was gut wrenching, and you said 1 month. Turned out to be more than 1 month.
Yeah, it was 1 month. Became I don't know how many years.
We're still counting the time over here, man. But yeah, I was nervous, scared out of my life. Me personally, I knew I wasn't ready, but God uses those who aren't ready to be ready.
And the trip was, he was only 16 years old on that time, right?
16.
So 7 years has passed, and he was 16 years old at that time. And yeah, being a teenager and still going through teenage years, and still having the things that surrounding him throughout those years, and having that kind of pressure on him, I knew it was hard. But I could see that God had a calling in his life. I didn't know if it was keyboards. I didn't know if it was that, but I already knew that he had a willing to learn, and just had to believe. And also throughout that time, when I left, how did you cope with that? How did you try to start learning more stuff?
Well, when you left, I pretty much practiced everything you taught me every day, whether it was the C scale, whether it was all the scales, whether it was that 1 song, 2 song that I knew. Every day I practiced it, and I added my own little things in there. I went online, I looked up chord music for certain songs, and I just learned how to play by ear, just learning, and then I actually had some friends from other churches that were a little bit better than me, and I watched as they played, and I thought, man, one day I want to be like this person, one day I want to be like that person. So that's how I kind of cope with it, even though it was hard having no one there, but I had the urgency and then the passion to learn more about it.
Yeah, that's how I received it also. When I got to be worship leader, my worship leader left me. I didn't know where he went, so it was a good thing that I had experience of leading worship before he left. But when he left, I had emotions. I had, man, why did he leave? Why? There was so many things that went through my mind. I was young myself, and but I didn't want to make an excuse on why I can't do things. God didn't make me to be an excuse giver. So what I did was I prayed, and God was just, I told God, help me throughout this season. And God just led the way for me to love music, love people, love the ministry, and love that keyboard, love every single thing. Don't try to hate on anybody, don't try to hate on anything, any situation. And like him, I was like, I need to learn this stuff, I need to learn the keys, I need to learn the all the music, and I put my own style into it, and not get mad at anybody, but just build. And when I had that mindset of just build, everything started going. Momentum started going, and people started loving the consistency inside this church, and I wanted to be part of it. And now on your keyboard playing, what have you accomplished?
And I accomplished the last 7 years. I mean, or like last 5 to 6, 7 years, however it's been. Man, I've having the privilege to be able to grow, to able to be looked as a model, but also to be able to play for the gang conventions, the winter retreats, being asked to play for regional events. Not just that, but also becoming the main worship leader here in my church in the city of Vallejo. Also, I've written about 3 to 4 worship songs that we do for our church that was God written. I had no idea that I was going to be a worship leader or a worship person. All I knew was that God had me in a season where I felt like I had to grow. I had to learn more of the keyboard. If I didn't, then that means the music was going to die, and I didn't want that to happen as a young man. Was it pressure? Yeah. Was it hard? A little bit. Yeah, it was hard, but I knew that someone believed in me enough to release me to do this. So I did it with all my heart, and now I can say I'm a songwriter, I'm a worship leader, and I'm a great piano player.
Come on, man. Yeah, he is a great piano. He's actually better than me. He's actually better than me. Wait, you know what? That's supposed to happen anyway. The student's supposed to be better than the teacher. And the teacher is just there to motivate, just there to encourage, just there to coach. And with myself, I started doing my style, so I don't know if I got better than the ones that taught me, but I don't really care. I don't really care if I did get better, because what I wanted to do was focus on using my gift for God and just to save souls. That was the main thing I wanted to do, was to see souls saved, get in the altar, and see people get broken just because I'm using my gift. I'm using something that God has purposely given me to get people into His kingdom. And that's basically, we were in the same situation. Now he's gonna be leaving to Australia.
He's coming back to take over now.
I actually left over there in the Philippines, and we have a piano player over there. She's getting concerned right now because it's almost about to be 2 months.
If you ever see this man come to your church and teach you piano and he'll be back in a month, God is with you.
And he has the same anointing also.
This guy.
So good luck, whoever's going to be taking over here in Vallejo. But anyways, here in Vallejo, I've seen it here and also in Victory Outreach. It is, people come here and they're gifted in music. So there's going to be some people that's going to be over here anyway, that's going to be gifted in music, and God's going to use them. I've seen it all throughout my years here in Victory Outreach Vallejo. So this is James right here. Man, it's been good. It's been 7 years, and he's about to go to Australia. He's about to rip it up over there, and who knows where he's going to be at in the next 5 or 10 years. He'd probably go to another country, or probably do missionary work, or probably stay here and build up more. All right, and this is Amboy Philippines channel here. Thank you for viewing, and peace. All right, so we're here in Santa Rosa. I just bumped into one of my old friends that's over here, and this is Erica. She goes to the Heart Church now. All right, this is James. Like around 7 years ago, I left him. He didn't know nothing about the keyboard or anything, and now he's like, man, he's the bomb right now. And can you tell Imelda over there in Rio Manila the anointing that has happened in your life right now?
Listen, your leader did the same thing he did to me 7 years ago. But It was hard at first, but it pushed me to my great potential where I'm at today. Now I've been having the privilege to play at international events, at world conferences, and now I see myself as one of the worship leaders here in my local church. So you may be saying it's rough now, you can't do it, but God will give you the anointing that you need to do it. Amen?
That's it. Come on now. See, you can do it. I'll be back, but I don't know when.
Trap. No.